Колеги, вітаю. Розпочинаємо брифінг речника Андрія.
Colleagues, we begin the briefing of the spokesperson of it. I invite Colonel Lysenko. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Yesterday in ATO area, the facts of using enemies big caliber artillery was not found. The places of the highest attention were the provocation of militants with using small arms, grenade launchers, and armed vehicles and mortars. Those are towns not far from Mariupol, near Donetsk airport, Mayorsk near Horlovka, and Sukinik not far from the Bakhmutska highway. Also, militants used twice small arms and grenade launchers upon Piski. Today, after midnight, militants were active near our positions, not far from Shirokino and Avdiivka. During the last 24 hours in ATO, when our soldier died. We don't have a wounded. There is an intensive information psychological influence on local population and forces of ATO from the enemy. They spread information about the beginning of active military actions in all directions. Also, as intelligence provides to Krasnodon, daily arrive trains with ammunition for militants. During the last days, we observed concentration of forces and artillery systems and ammunition of Russian Federation units in Luhansk, near Shchesty and not far from Mariupol. Militants accumulated a lot of ammunition and a lot of petrol. According to information, infiltration groups, intelligence groups, they're trying to collect information about the location of ATO forces in Luhansk direction, not far from Luhansk, and not far from Krasnohorivka, Mariinsky Rayon, a known volunteer of he died because of the booby trap, and Volodymyr was active in the revolution. He was among the first volunteers who were fighting against separatists in Mariupol on May 9th last. Then he was inspired volunteer of intelligence group. He was testing drones and interpreted pictures, and because of his efforts, Ukrainian intelligence, they saved lives of many military men. With technical education and who can work together. The work is difficult. We are always there on the front line, and we travel between different checkpoints between the different positions, and there's a risk for life, but at the same time we understand if we don't do that, those soldiers in trenches, it will be more difficult for them. And this is Volodymyr Kochetkov Sukach, and we have students and old guys in our group. And what unites us is that we would like to help. We would like to make our input into this war and into this fight. He has a wife and 4 children. Eternal memory to the hero. This peace ceasefire is very thin. Russia is still in the eastern Ukraine, and borders are open, and it allows to move any direction. Russia has its own forces and trains, Separate General Secretary of NATO told. On March 14, President Poroshenko signed a decree to award Ukrainian military men for valor, professionalism, during defending state sovereignty and territorial integrity of Ukraine. State orders were granted to 150 soldiers of armed forces, Ministry of Interior, and Security Service and Service of Emergency. 95 awarded posthumously the heroes of Debaltseve Plazda. And one of them is a commander of observation and intelligence unit of special 24th Brigade, Vladimir Hera. The head of the state personally awarded order of Bogdan Khmelnytsky, third rank. Lieutenant Hera, he saved about 400 soldiers who participated in the defense of Luhansk airport. He corrected the fire of artillery of armed forces of Ukraine, but because of the battle, he was wounded and at hand, lungs, and backbone. Now the office is in the hospital of Dresden in Germany. Every such officer deserves a troop, and Ukrainian army will be a very strong power. Ukrainian special forces counteract successfully against enemy's aggression. Now they arrested of a new Novorossiya TV operator who spreads anti-Ukrainian propaganda, popularizes and make heroes of bandits in the east of Ukraine. He is from Khmelnytsky region. He left to Donetsk and with the goal to participate in information aggression against Ukraine, and together with other propagandists. Many times he made reports and with the participation of leaders of gangs and justifies their crimes and instigated. Also, SBU found the secret place not far from Chasiv Yar, and it's not far from Artemsk. That's the factory. There were 6 kilograms of tritill, 2 mines, 19 grenades F1, 2 anti-tank grenade launchers, cartridges for small arms, 2 snipers rifle. Approaches were mined and by booby traps and mines were Russian-made. Ukrainian armed forces continue to demine Donbass. Our deminers did it in Comintern, and they found several mines on the roads for anti-tank shells and 2 shells of Urahan.
Particularly, great deal of work was carried out around the school and the kindergarten. The village was under steady fire from insurgents, but nevertheless, it became possible for our military servicemen to defuse these mines. The agreement to demine the village was reached through the cooperation of Ukrainian military with the OSCE-SMM. The Ukrainian volunteer movement celebrates its first anniversary. There were commemorations of the first volunteer battalion of the National Guard carried out. The battalion received the name of the hero of Ukraine Kulchitsky, who perished during the ATO last spring. The battalion servicemen were the first to take first fire from the enemy. In 2014, the celebrations were carried out during the rotation of the personnel to assure full presence of battalion members. There was a concert held by local residents for military servicemen. Ukrainian patriots continue supporting our army. Thanks to volunteers, our military in Dnipropetrovsk region received 500 mattresses and 500 pillows. Planned rotation of military servicemen in the ATO is underway. New forces from the region of Ivano-Frankivsk went to the ATO to replace their colleagues. This is not the first time they go there, and they have everything that's necessary to comply with their service duty. Any questions? If no questions, then may we thank you, Colonel.
Колеги, через пару хвилин почнеться брифінг за результатами візиту парламентської делегації до штаб-квартири НАТО. Залишайтеся з нами. Дякую.